To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off from Tampa. Johnson now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Mayfield comes out throwing. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He'll cobble together a yard there. Zach Bond with the tackle. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. McMillan hauls it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
Right to the air, it's Hurts. His first throw is an interception. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 23. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Irving here from the gun. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards. They're going to need a much bigger play than that on a lengthy 3rd and goal. Sending a receiver left. Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Sentinels and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka gets there to take him down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they're gonna have to figure out this 3rd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Into traffic, complete! And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And they're gonna have a 1st down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Love this. Tight end getting a run. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That stop made by KJ Britt. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. He's going to keep this one. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down.
certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to hone him down near the line.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Throwing here, Hurts. And that's cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Sentinels take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. Design and tremendous execution.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Mayfield now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Baker throwing again. He's got a man left. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw again. He's got him. That's McMillan. He's got a gain of 6 there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Cut out left. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Mayfield. This throw is caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Baker now. Complete beyond the marker. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Build that momentum offense.
Irving goes up and over for the touchdown. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Him wide open. It's complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Tight end gets in running forward. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down from the red zone. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Hurts to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! The Sentinels get some late points and the lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His 1st broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a 2nd or 2 to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left, too, so points very much still in play here before the half. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Looking right, and he finds him. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Chased out to his right, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So it's second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
One last play before the break. Back to throw it. He puts some power on it, deep one left. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. That is the halfway point, and the visiting Sentinels taking a... Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wow, tight end gets it again. They are leaning on it big time in this one. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Barkley trying this up the gut. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Hurts looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Hurts setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. He connects downfield on 4. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a 1st down. Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down to force another 4th down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal. Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down. They'll try again with Barkley. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles the defenders read and react.
And he's in. Touchdown! The Sentinels grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His third through the air this game. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Sentinels push their lead to 18. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First down, here's Baker. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. They'll have him gain about a handful there. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Scooped up by the defense. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Sentinels grow their lead off the turnover. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
That one right down the middle. And the Sentinels grow their lead yet again. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Zach Bond with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
30-yard line.
Mayfield now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Sending the tight end in motion left. McMillan hauls it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. Second and 3 now. Pressure coming, Baker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Making us look bad.
Baker now off to play fake. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
4th and 14. Let's see if they've got some magic in them. Receiver in motion, going left. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers putting up points in a game decided. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Simple dive up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And they'll have 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Gets to space right side. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It's really hard, Kate, to get 100-yard games, right? Defenses in this league pride themselves on keeping rushers short of 100. But if you're going to hit that century mark, it's going to take runs just like that one.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Sentinels keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference.
Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it.
Previous play is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. Throwing here, Hurts. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Sentinels continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted! Jamel Dean makes the play. Well, there was no hesitation there. I mean, none whatsoever. Putting the offense out to go for 2 there, Brock, and really at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. And really, this decision made before you ever hit the field offensively. From this point forward, you're trying to get as much as you can, as quickly as you can, and that means these 2-point conversions.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, here's Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Baker throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Sentinels get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
This offense making its way back out now. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Buccaneers take over off their third interception of this game. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and short, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield to throw again. Finds a seam down the middle. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers trail by 23 now. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game.